I just read the book Nocturnes by Kazuo Ishiguro, and I was at the library looking for something to take home, and I remembered that author. I've read two books by him already. So I went over to like where his spot on the shelf was, and I picked up Nocturnes. And it said it was short stories, which almost like turned me. I almost put it back because I've never finished a collection of short stories that I picked up like ever. Even the ones I own, I've never finished. But it said it was only five short stories and that they were all connected by themes, um, so that they all kind of ran together. So I thought, all right, I'll try it out. In the first story, an aging singer, a crooner, his name is Tony Gardner, and his celebrity wife, Lindy. They are in Venice. They're on a trip. It's their last vacation together before they get divorced. And we find out they're splitting up to try and, as a move to try and save both of their careers. Their careers are fading. Tony pulls our narrator into this situation, like into this moment in his life. The narrator, his name is Jan. He moved to Venice out of the Soviet Union after the collapse of the Soviet Union. His mother loved listening to Tony Gardner records when he was growing up. She would get like smuggled records. So Jan has this kind of like a little bit of naivete. He has this love, this sort of innocent love, like that involves his mother and his childhood connected to Tony. And then meanwhile, Tony and Lindy, they're sort of, later on in life, they're in the middle of doing this kind of like grimly practical thing of splitting up to sort of to reboot their images, to remain celebrity figures, basically. The second story is about a couple that's falling out of love. In the third story, a young musician, songwriter, ambitious kid meets an older couple who have lived a life of musical performance. In the fourth story, a saxophonist is recovering from facial plastic surgery in this exclusive floor of a hotel in Beverly Hills because he went to the most sought after exclusive plastic surgeon in Beverly Hills to get this face work done. He got the work done because he got convinced by other people that it was his looks that was holding back his career. So he had plastic surgery, and he is next door to Lindy Gardner from the first story, who has also just had facial work done by this plastic surgeon. And it's after her divorce and a little bit later in her life. And the two of them have a short-lived relationship, not romantic, but just form a relationship while they're there healing together. Um, that was one of my favorites, probably in the book. That story. And then the last story is about a young musician again who's had some good training and is kind of cocky and is just entering the world of like work and professionalism and stuff. And he meets a young woman from another country who claims to be able to unlock his talent and can teach him how to become an even better musician, which feeds into his ambition, and their relationship plays out. I really enjoyed the book. I would, I guess, recommend anything by this author because I've really loved the three things that I've read by him so far. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me here for a second and hearing about the book. Um, I'm enjoying doing these so far, and hoping to share like the cool things that I'm running into as I read. Okay, cool. Signing off. I love you. Have a good one.